6 months and has
quarter quite impressively. More reasonable than Havells, but 1,000 crore PAT, 22, 23,000 crore market cap. So far more reasonable than Havells.
Okay, Gurmeet, there's one stock I know you track very closely and I want to get the management of that on board, Cosmo Films. This is a stock that has doubled in the last 6 months and has reported very good numbers as well. Revenues went up almost 30% for the company. The margins have improved substantially to 16.4 versus 13.7%. We have the management, Pankaj Poddar, the CEO of Cosmo Films, who joins in now. Mr. Poddar, good morning. It has been a really good time for your industry because lamination films, packaging films, the demand has gone up quite a bit post-COVID. But just tell us, where do you see maximum amount of demand now over the next 3 to 6 months, and what would this mean for your revenue growth?
Good morning. So the demand mostly is coming from packaging and labeling. Packaging because of home consumption of packed food, and labeling because of sanitizers and other things consumption by the consumers.
Good morning, Pankaj. Everybody was crying hoarse about raw material prices. That didn't impact you?
Yes, so the raw material prices were very higher last quarter, and we were able to pass it on to the customers in every possible case. However, now the raw material prices have started sliding down already post this COVID wave came last 15-20 days back.
Okay, but how come you could pass it on? Were your contracts designed that way? Because everybody else was crying foul.
Yes, so most of our contracts, because we are a specialty player, and I will say close to 60% of our sales is raw material linked. And therefore, for us, raw material has never been a challenge.
So now let me come to the demand side. It doesn't look like, takeaway foods are going to end anytime soon. If anything, more people are getting recruited to it. Can you just tell us an idea of how April and May panned out for you, or how even June will? You will have an idea of the orders.
Yes, so April and May is again panning very strong for us. April was one of the best months for us. May again looks strong, equally strong. Having said that, there are some segments in India, especially where the demand is down, like especially textiles. But fortunately for Cosmo, we have a very limited presence in textile, and therefore that's not impacting us. We are mostly present in industrial films, lamination films, synthetic paper, packaging films, and labels. And most of the segments that we are present, the demand is very robust and prices are also strong. And for us, we are not as much dependent on the way the domestic market works, because for us, we have a very large chunk sales into export markets. And as I said earlier, that most of our contracts were raw material linked, and we were able to pass on the raw material cost to the consumer. And quarter on quarter, we are growing very nicely on specialty sales. On a full year basis, we grew more than 20% last year, which was the highest growth for us in spite of a very bigger base that we were already having on the specialty films. And if I see quarter one of this year, again, we have phenomenal numbers coming from the specialty growth.
Okay, I was going through your client list and you supply to almost every big brand, whether it's PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Unilever, P&G, Britannia, Parle. Because demand has gone up, would you raise your production capacity as well? I mean, are you looking to put more capex to work? If yes, how much? And what would this eventually do to your capacity?
Yes, so in the short term, we do not have any capacity additions. We are fully booked. Even our order book today is booked till mid-June. So in the short term, we cannot do much. We are trying to see how much we can take more output from the same lines. But as we know that our specialty polyester line, that is going to come in the next financial year. So we are looking forward to that. And we are considering that should we do another expansion, because what we believe is that in a year's time, we will surpass our earlier target of 70% specialty portfolio in our overall sales. And looks like we'll be able to meet that target before date. And therefore, we are seeing that is it the right time for Cosmo to consider another expansion, but it's too early at this stage. There is just initial discussions which are there, and it has to obviously go through necessary approvals. But right now, our focus is more on the specialty side. We are looking to add another coating line in the near future, which is going to even further expand our specialty portfolio. So the short-term focus is only shift away from commodity sales to more specialty sales and make sure that our total portfolio has a very significant portion of specialties.
Well, just a general knowledge question and a very brief one. Is EPL your competitor, the old SL?
Not really, not really.
You all are different product lines altogether, is it?
They have a different product line. What we do is, one is special industrial applications, then synthetic paper is a replacement to paper. It has a much longer durable life, waterproof and chemical proof, and has several applications, and the applications are only growing for synthetic paper every passing day.
Big tubes,
then
I
all
think.
type of labels that you see on bottles is another important segment for us, and lamination films.
Okay. I think they make tubes in that case because their numbers are not so impressive. Why did you get into textile chemicals?
Yeah. So we were looking at segments, which drive
Badly,
more
no? That's why I'm
valuations,
asking.
drive more profitability. And given the strength of our research capabilities, we said, let's get into areas where we can really play an important part. When we looked at this segment, we realized that there is so much of environmental waste getting created. And given that Cosmo is so much focused towards environment sustainability, we said that can we make products which can significantly reduce the water consumption, the power consumption for the textile? And some of the initial products that we have launched, which are enzyme-based, can cut down the power cost and the water consumption by 30 to 40% for the textile processors. So we feel that we have made a very beautiful addition to our portfolio, and we can make a real difference to our customers and to the Mother Earth.
So what kind of full year revenue growth are you looking at, both in FY22 and FY23?
So this year we are looking at say 8 to 10% growth, because we have no capacity additions other than the majority of the growth will come from our subsidiaries, Cosmo Specialty Chemicals, where we are looking at chemical growth and master batch growth. Next year, the specialty polyester line will come up, and therefore we will expect another 15 to 18% growth next year. And a year thereafter, another 10 to 15% growth.
Okay, got that. Thank you very much, Pankaj, for joining us, and all the very best for FY22. Okay, Gurmeet, over to you now. Packaging companies, in particular Cosmo, but others, if you have an opinion on EPL and others.
So, Lata, we were a little lucky last year, looking at both Cosmo and Ester. Even Jindal Polyfilms has done well. These are three companies we track. But there's been a sharp run-up from the lows we saw in March. And I think Cosmo looks good more from a valuation point of view also. Marquee set of clients, less impacted, clear focus more towards the specialty portfolio, and much better product mix. Not looking really to add at these levels, but it's clearly in the reckoning list.
Okay, very positive commentary from the management though. 15 to 18% revenue growth in FY23 is what they're expecting. But let's do one thing. Let's take a quick commercial break on that note. Lots more coming up on the other side, so don't go anywhere. We have the technical tip